Good evening. My name's Cameron MacDonald and welcome to episode 23 of Whisky Without the Guff. Tonight we're going to look at Campbeltown. So first of all, where on earth is Campbeltown? So here's the map. Hopefully this focuses in. So here we have Glasgow and Campbeltown is over here, right there. Now to get to this is called Kintyre. So to get there, it's 140 miles from Glasgow. You have to go up into Argyll and then down the Kintyre Peninsula, right down to what's known as the Mull of Kintyre. A mull is at the end of a peninsula where a typically treeless place goes into the ocean. You remember there was a Paul McCartney song called Mull of Kintyre because McCartney had a farm over there, lived there for quite a lot of years. In any event, why would we go to Campbeltown? Well, the reason is that quite a while ago, maybe 40, 50 years, Campbeltown had 30 distilleries and billed itself as the whiskey capital of the world. Now this was when there was a boom in whiskey, initially a boom in Scotch whisky, and they were opening new distilleries all the time and maybe less attention was being paid to quality, so they were pumping out anything. Now today you can pretty much sell anything that you choose to make. Back then malt wasn't as popular, so a lot of these guys went bust. And there was a real decline in the whiskey industry in Scotland. So now there's only 3 of them left. And even those 3 are a little weird. There's Springbank, which quite a few people have heard of. Glen Scotia, I don't know if as many people have heard of that. And then there's one, I don't know the pronunciation, but it's Glengyle. Now, Springbank and Glengyle are owned by the Mitchell family. So 2 distilleries, but it gets weirder. The Springbank distillery actually produces 3 kinds of Scotch. Almost like it was 3 distilleries in one. I don't know how they do this. I don't know if they take turns or whatever, but the Springbank itself, there's Long Row and there's Hazelburn. So these are not whiskies, apart from Springbank, these are not whiskies you would encounter, everywhere. And Glengyle, it's Kilkerran. Again, Kilkerran's getting better known, but it's not something that you'd bump into. So tonight, here's what we're going to drink. We're going to try Hazelburn, which is 46%, a 10-year-old. We're going to try Kilkerran. Kilkerran is 46% and 12 years old. Springbank, which is a 15-year-old and it's 46%. And Long Row, which is 46%. Now, so they're all 46%, easy. Long Row has no age statement on the bottle. It says it's heavily peated, so we're going to try that one last. So we'll go in this order. And without further ado, we'll get on with it. Thank you. So here we are. We've got Lila and Kevin.
Hello.
This is Lila after 4 hours of makeup. Kevin and I, no makeup at all.
Natural beauties.
What's that?
You're natural beauty. Go with it.
Yeah, it might be nice, but get yourself an eye test. So the first whiskey we're going to try tonight is Hazelburn. And we chose that as first because it's unpeated. So number 1 is Hazelburn.
Okay.
You want me to go long or you want to go
No,
long?
I can go.
All right. Hazelburn. Unpeated, you say?
Unpeated, yeah.
No, that smells smooth.
46%. All of these whiskies are 46% alcohol by volume. It smells quite smooth.
Oh, it is nice. I like it. It's very good.
I've
Cheers.
never tasted that in my life, so this is a first for me.
Yeah.
I agree with you. It's very smooth.
It's doing a slow burn though down here.
Is it?
Mm-hmm. Wait for it. Wait for it.
I don't know.
I find it too.
Yeah, I don't find a burn either. I enjoy that. I think that would be a little bit dangerous. It's so smooth.
Good.
You drink,
Yeah.
you drink a
No,
lot of
good.
it and not know it.
Yeah.
The next one, little better known as Kilkerran. So, this is number 2 is Kilkerran.
Is it peated?
More
Don't
peaty?
know. One of them is for sure. I
This
could-
doesn't smell very peaty.
So far, based on that Hazelburn, worth a day trip to
It's a little peatier.
Campbeltown.
It's a little richer. It's not as smooth.
I agree it's a little smoother, but you
It
know.
has a different taste. Some different
Exactly.
flavor,
It has a little bit of an edge to it, but again, I like it. It's very,
I'm not getting any peat off of that.
yeah, I'm not getting peat. I'm getting a little,
It's
I
a
think
flavor.
I think
My idea of peat is peat.
peat. Yeah. Yeah.
So
We're
maybe-
talking
Dirt.
peat.
So maybe
No,
Dirt, yes.
we've
You would
discussed
call it
dirt.
dirt. Yeah, you would
Yes.
call it dirt. This does not have peat. But
it's nice wee drop of
Yeah.
stuff.
I like the smell of this one better.
So I like both of those.
Again, this is one of those. You feel like just this afternoon sipping whiskey. You know this
Or
would be dangerous.
mid-morning
This would be
sipping.
dangerous. Well, for you,
Yeah, mid-morning it works. You know.
day drinker.
The
That's
next
best.
one then is a little different. It's more of a breakfast whiskey. It's
Wait till 8 o'clock, 8:30.
no, the next one is something that people by and large will have heard of. It's Springbank. So Springbank now, this peat should begin to appear here.
You can
It's more of a caramel color too.
you can smell it.
Oh yeah, you can.
I can smell the peat now.
Yeah.
And you're right. The color changes.
That tastes stronger too, and yet they're all the same alcohol by volume, but
Yeah, it does taste.
it's more of a bite to that.
Yeah, right, like
Yeah.
right in the front of the palate,
Yeah.
on the tongue.
Yeah, the tongue, literally. Yeah, yeah.
The other ones didn't have that.
Front and sides of the tongue.
Yeah. Again, though, I'm a fan of peat, so this
So
is
this isn't, no, it
this
isn't-
is not peaty, but this is something.
no, that isn't shocking. The next one, on the other hand, might be.
Is that the
Well,
one I smell?
So the next one is Long Row. Now the strange thing is Long Row and Hazelburn and Springbank are all made in exactly the same physical distillery. I don't quite know how this works, but that's what happens. So this one does say peaty on the bottle. And from a smell point of view, you can smell something's going on.
Yeah. Smell it?
Well,
Yeah,
the more,
I don't smell as peaty as I thought that I would though.
keep smelling. Or smell. Take a deeper breath.
Nose like this, I can smell. Trust me.
That's starting to have peat. I would say mild.
Yeah, it's not bad.
I would say mild peat. This isn't in your face. This
No.
isn't what you would
Yeah.
call dirt. This
No, yeah, no, it's
this
okay. It's okay. I can do this, Pete. I can do this. Yeah.
Oh, you are doing it, I don't know.
Oh yeah.
You mean as one of your staples?
I can continue to do this.
I thought those 4 whiskies were all very
They're good.
nice.
What's the average? You said these are all 46% alcohol. What's the average in a whiskey?
It's hard to tell. It used to be about 40, and then it was about 43, and then the distiller started going berserk. So sometimes it's like 56 or something. Now, to get, there's a sort of reasonably complicated formula to move from alcohol by volume to proof that is used in the States. But the quick rule of thumb, and it's pretty damned accurate, is just to double it. So 46 would be 92 proof.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh. Okay.
So what was your favourite? Were any of them bad?
Oh, no, not at all.
No, but now that I've tried the rest, the first one was, I don't want to say tasteless, but it was too smooth. It
But
didn't
you've got
have
some
the,
left. You could try it again.
yeah, I know. I have some left in all of them. Look at that. And look at you guys. You finished all yours.
Oh, we're drinkers though.
Yeah. and I'm
Especially him.
not- Yeah, especially him.
Kevin. In fact, in Scotland, he's known as Kevin the drinker.
That might be true. To answer your question, I would gravitate, and forgive me, I forget the name, but I would gravitate to number 4. I like that
Number 4 is Long Row.
long row. I would gravitate towards that only because I like a little bit
Peat.
stronger, a little bit of peat. I could go more peat, but of the 4, if I were to choose one of the 4, I would gravitate towards that. I think I agree with Lila. I think the first one was very good. There's not a bad one in the bunch, but there's not a lot to it. You know.
I like number 3.
You like number 3?
Yeah.
Why?
I don't know. It just had a nice, robust.
Number 3 is Springbank.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like number 3 too. 3 was good. It was on the verge of peat. It had peat essence. It had wannabe
Yeah.
peat.
Oh, let me finish up my number 2.
I mean, so we will
It's a
agree.
deal. What about you?
I don't know. I could drink any of them.
Oh, agreed.
But
Agreed. But if you had
I
to
like
pick
whiskey.
one, but if you had to pick one, I do too. But if you had to pick one,
I don't know. It would depend on the kind of mood I was in.
I was just gonna say.
well, there you go.
that's
yeah,
a lot of
that's
it.
a lot of it.
I mean, I think the mood is a very understated thing, or an often not stated thing, and it has an enormous effect on. Like if you're having a nice conversation around a fire or something, and the conversation's great, people are laughing and having a nice time, the company's good. Could be pig swill, and you'd go, this is excellent, pig
No,
swill.
you are exactly right. You know, if it were just like the two of us at home around, the fire or something, it could be.
Would you like me to go?
No.
Is that what you said?
We're good.
But
We're
but,
good.
having a
but my
better
point
time
was, if it
without
were men at the bar,
right.
it would be a little more macho, and you would drive each other to something else. You would, hey, try this, or have you tried? It would
No,
change the conversation.
No, I don't agree with that either. One of the things that spoiled me in life is that I can still remember when I was in school, and I would be 17, and we were helping the school move. School moved, and once we'd done that, we went for a pint, and I could still remember thinking at the time, that Bob Dylan song, I wish in vain that we could sit simply in that room again. $10,000 at the drop of a hat, and I'd give it all gladly if our lives could be like that. I was aware, because I hung out with the sixth year guys, I was in fifth year. I was aware they're all leaving. I got another year of this to do, and I knew everybody'd go their separate ways and everything, and it was very sad. But at the same time, it was happy. I recognised that this is the marrow of life.
Yeah,
Sitting
exactly.
here,
Right.
laughing and everything. So instead of standing at a bar, my modus operandi wouldn't be to complain about it's not good enough. It would be, it's great. That's great. Oh, great.
No, I think my point, however, is actually last time I was in Las Vegas for the event, I had dinner with a friend, and he was not a whiskey drinker.
Mhm.
So he didn't know what I meant by peat or no peat. So we ordered up 3 different whiskeys, and he tried them, and I tried my best to channel my inner Cam McDonald and explain what I knew of whiskey, and there's not a bad one here, and if you don't like it, don't drink it, it's okay.
I'll drink it.
That's exactly, I'll drink it. No, but it was interesting because you can sit and turn that into a very social, very, personal event,
Yeah.
right? Just sitting there at the bar, just having a conversation, so.
To me, the thing about these 4 whiskies is that none of them are bad.
Right.
None of them are kind of like mind-blowing.
Right.
Right.
They're not a surprise.
But they've all got their strengths and
Right.
probably weaknesses. And they're good. They're
Yeah.
nice.
No,
Yeah,
So
they're nice. It's a good choice.
Yeah. Very
Not a
good.
bad, not one bad one of the bunch.
So that was Campbeltown. Hope you enjoyed that.
Yeah, sure did. Thank you. Thank you for
I
inviting
was
us.
Sure.
talking to the public at large.
But we're talking to you.
We're talking to you, and thank you for inviting us
You're
to
welcome.
Las Vegas. And
So would
to
you like to
Whisky
go
Without the
downstairs
Guff.
and drink?
Probably. That's
Instead of all this tasting. I
Is
mean,
that, is that a real question?
tasting only takes you so far.
Yeah, exactly. Now we got to bring it on, right?
Anyway,
Okay.
bye for now.
Thank
Okay, to summarize this, there were no clear winners. I mean, everybody thought the Scotches were pretty good, but nothing that would blow your socks off. At the same time, that doesn't mean they're bad. The one Campbeltown whiskey we didn't taste is Glen Scotia. So no idea where that's at, but we'll try that shortly. If you look at the board here, you can see we did Hazelburn, 10-year-old, Kilcairn, 12-year-old, Springbank, 15, and then Longrow with no age statement. So are they worth tasting? Yes. Are they going to blow you away? No. So with that in mind, get out and drink. Try these if you get a chance. Hit us a like and subscribe if you can. And next week we're going to be tasting or doing a thing on neck pours. So if you don't know what neck pours are, tune in to the next episode and you'll find out. Bye for now.